Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio August 6, 2022. It's a potentially excellent time for enjoying friends and perhaps meeting someone special. Venus in your sign helps soften you and smooth out problems in your social life these days, and with today's aspects, your charm shines even brighter. You're giving off warm vibes, and you may well be the focus of attention. Positive attention can come your way, and it can be a breath of fresh air, perhaps making its way to you from a surprising source. Sharing some of your expertise or yourself with colleagues or friends can be rewarding. Teaming up with others to get something done can also be successful. You can get totally behind a cause or personal pursuit, and your passion is notable. This is a time for inspiring others or feeling inspired and moved to push a plan forward. Welcoming new methods make sense now. Get ready for one of the most exhilarating days for romance and sex. As sweet Venus, our goddess planet of love and beauty, continues to shimmy through the seas of your solar first house of identity, she will toss a bouquet over to electric Uranus, now shaking his hips in your solar 11th house of friendships, communities, and online dating. This ensures that you could have a glorious match through a dating app if single, or if taken, decide to do something fun on the town with your one and only. Don't follow the norm. Do something eccentric. Who do you attract in a professional setting? Reflect on your communal bonds when Venus in your sign sextiles Mars, Uranus, and the North Node in Taurus. As you continue to glow and grow as a professional, you will continue to attract people from all walks of life. Various professionals are bound to come your way. Mars and Uranus suggest teaming up with assertive individuals who value autonomy, innovation, and progressiveness. If someone like this crosses your path, consider how you can develop a working relationship with them, because it could be part of your professional destiny. Memories and emotions welling up from the past might excite your creative impulses today. You might not quite be able to understand what all of this means, but the pictures should keep coming to you nonetheless. It might be a good idea to make some notes, even though you might not totally comprehend what you're writing. This may be more a process of releasing ancient traumas than creating great masterpieces, but even so, it's worth pursuing. You have to face up to an inner test of strength, constantly pressured by other people's problems. They might even hurt your feelings or wind you up. Take a constructive approach to this difficult situation by seeing it as an opportunity to strengthen your own position and to emerge from the argument with greater self-confidence. Sometimes it's just better to turn and look the other way. Now is one of those times. The best thing you can do for your people is to keep your mouth shut. White lies won't help you, and the truth won't help them. You have every right to simply have fun with others, but with this attitude you rarely experience the feeling of true love. Being a great heartbreaker limits your experiences, not allowing anyone to break through the barrier you place around yourself. You feel sad and lonely and wonder what it is you're missing. You could decide to throw a sudden party today. Maybe it is somebody's birthday. You might want to make it a special day for them. Gather your friends together to create a nice moment of celebration. At home, you might feel like inviting a few friends over for dinner. You could be in the mood to cook your favorite dish for an appreciative audience. Plan a nice evening in and have some pleasant conversation. On this day, try to remember that there really isn't such a thing as job stability, especially now. We live in a time when layoffs and downsizing are a regular occurrence, and, as much as you might pine for the work traditions of the past, they're not likely to return. Our global working environment is dynamic, but this is no cause to feel insecure. You can adjust and adapt your skills to work well within this setting, once you overcome resistance. Give the new ways a try. The moon's monthly visit to Scorpio is always a valuable chance to check in, but today it finds itself playing an important function for two planets that are in the final days of their current focus. A clash with Mars on the same day that he moves into his final 14 days in your relationship sector might push some buttons and evoke some strong emotional and passionate responses, but it will give you a better sense of what you are fighting for. At the same time, The moon's friendly aspect to planets on the romantic and adventurous fronts comes just as Venus is working to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together. As the moon makes its monthly visit to Scorpio, it will have an impact on romantic and relationship matters in different but important ways. A clash with Mars as he moves into his final 2 weeks in your relationship sector will give you a better sense of what you are fighting for, while a friendly aspect to Venus is giving the planet of love a boost as she works to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together. Our eyes in the sky. The Libra moon squares Venus and Pluto today, and, unfortunately, this can throw a monkey wrench into your day and create all sorts of unwelcome stress. Try to wake up a bit earlier to compensate for any traffic, power outages, or unexpected time eaters you might encounter today. This energy will be extra potent because planets form a T-square with the moon and additional frustrations might develop. This aspect can make us feel more emotional than usual, like we're not in control of the situation. Harsh aspects like this can throw our lives into chaos, and with sensitivity heightened, things could get very overwhelming very quickly. Try not to take things personally today. There's a lot of stress in the air, and your ego could take a serious hit if you're not mindful. Focus on your breath and remember your self-worth to help get through the aggravating parts of the day. Luckily, as evening rolls in and the moon forms a pleasant aspect to Mercury, the erratic energy dissipates, giving us a chance to reset emotionally. Use this energy to get a bit active, blow off some steam and raise your energy level. In the early morning, the moon enters Scorpio, ending its void of course which began late last night. Over the next 2 days, we are thrown into the deep end of the emotional pool. Yet, we have a choice in how to work with this energy. We can dive down and get familiar with the interior dimensions of our own psyche. We can also tap into our intuitive senses to gain clarity without succumbing to overwhelm. Any awareness we've been seeking to suppress will now come out to play. We can't avoid our feelings. Buried self-knowing will inevitably present itself at an inopportune time in our work or relationships. The moon will also contact its own south node at this time, threatening to suck us back into past behaviors that are counterproductive to our evolution. If you are struggling to manage your feelings, know you are not alone. If you need to, reach out to others who have demonstrated an ability to hold space for your vulnerability. Following this, the moon sextiles Mercury in Virgo, helping us to analyze the contents of our subconscious minds. This is a good time to sit with and process uncomfortable feelings. We can make sense of complicated memories and assess how our psychological patterns have developed. It also becomes easier to scrap coping mechanisms that aren't earning us desired results. Although we're not in an especially social headspace, this can be a valuable influence to discuss breakthroughs with those who know us well, or perhaps a trusted advisor. A spiritual mentor or therapist can, rather than providing us with answers, ask the correct questions so we come to conclusions on our own.